if you ask people why they go into entrepreneurship, some people might be like, I want to be rich. Rick James, right? Like, but I think a lot of people just want to be free from all the nonsense that comes with having, this big hierarchy above you, right? Like when I talk to people in the military, like that's the biggest complaint about people. Not that the mission is flawed or anything like that, but it's usually just like, yeah, I just had this one officer above me who was like made my life miserable or something like that, right? Like or like I just I didn't have any agency. They were just telling me where to go and I had to go and I had no recourse, or I get court-martialed or something like that, right? Like people don't want to live their lives where they're just being bossed around. They want to just be free. They want to have that proverbial like house where they can mow their lawn and they can mind their own business and nobody bothers them except during tax time.
Well, a lot of us would like to avoid that particular annoyance as well, but that's a different podcast. Yeah, I 100% agree. I think the law of diminishing returns applies to almost everything, including how much money you have and can make. At a certain point, we've talked to many people who've made it, and the money stops driving them because it's just like, well, that's just not a thing. And you think satisfaction is at the end of that particular like high water mark. And it turns out, no, it's way, way, way lower in terms of now that this money has taken care of my base needs. I don't have that stress of anxiety of if my car has if I have a $400 emergency bill, I can't pay that. Like when you get past that point, when you're like, yeah, I can pay my bills, I can pay my mortgage, put food on the table, maybe have a little bit of spending money, to do a vacation or to scratch an itch or a hobby. At a certain point, the liberty and the freedom is way more valuable than that next million or whatever that number happens to be in your head. So I'm with you on that.